Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am on my way to go get my beta and I'm a little stressed out, honestly. Well, first of all, I'm like in stopped traffic. I'm about 5 minutes away, but we are like not moving at all on the highway right now. So that's great. And then, so today is Monday. Rosie's saying hi. Today is Monday. On Friday, I started spotting a little bit, and then I noticed that my tests, my pregnancy tests that I've been taking at home, have not been getting darker. So I'm like really stressed out. I was having a really hard day on Saturday. Saturday was a really hard day for me. And yesterday, Sunday, was a really hard day for me. I'm trying not to read too much into the pregnancy tests, but I can't stop taking them, and I'm just really worried now that they're not getting any darker. So I don't know that they're getting any lighter though either. That's the thing. So I guess this is going to be the HCG test, blood test that I'm taking today is going to be the only true telling thing. It's obviously going to come back that I'm pregnant because I do obviously have HCG in my body if the home pregnancy tests are picking it up. So I know that it's going to come back as positive. I just am curious to see what the numbers are. And then, of course, I'm going to tell my nurse that I've been spotting and that I have been taking home pregnancy tests, and the lines have pretty much stayed the same since Friday. So, and Friday? Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday morning was the darkest test that I've gotten. And then Saturday, it looked a little bit lighter than Friday. And then now, Sunday and Monday, it looks like it's pretty much stayed the same as it was on Saturday. So I really don't know what's going on. But it is 8:30 right now, and that's what time my appointment was for, and I am just stuck in this stopped traffic, and I don't know what is holding it up. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm moving barely at all, so this is great. Which I believe they have to get my blood work down to the lab by 9 a.m. to have same day results. So this is just going great. Just going great right now. Just perfect. So I'll keep you guys updated and let you know what my results come back as. And like I said, that it's obviously going to say I'm positive. They're going to say I'm pregnant today, but yeah, if I don't seem over the moon ecstatic, it's because I'm really concerned about these home pregnancy tests, which I've read a lot online about them, and it says that any line is a pregnant line, which I know, but from my experience in the past, the lines do get darker with the more HCG you have in your system. So, and at this point with my daughter, they were like darker than the control line. None of my tests have gotten as dark as the control line. Friday was pretty close, but like I said, then it kind of dropped off on Saturday. So we shall see. Hold on. All done with that?
Yes.
I look a hot mess right now, sorry. So my doctor just called me, obviously, with not good news. My levels came back at only at 36, so at this point they obviously want to see much higher than 36. And I don't want to be on here crying and like putting anyone in a bad mood. I just wanted to come on and say that again, I don't know why this is happening, but our now third frozen embryo transfer has failed. And this past time we transferred 2 embryos. So how does this even happen? And it wasn't like my last chemical pregnancy. We got a very light line for like 2 days and then it was completely gone. I've been getting lines, like dark lines, since 6 days past our 5-day transfer. One of the line on day 11, I think I was saying this earlier, was almost as dark as the control line. So, alright, well, that's that. My doctor's gonna call me either later today or tomorrow after she kind of looks over everything better and decides what she thinks would be best from here on out. But as of right now, I've been instructed to stop all medication. So that is what I'll do, I guess. Alright, so I talked to my doctor. I had to put sunglasses on because I just look a hot mess because I've been crying for hours now. This is rough, guys. This is really rough. So, I've been able to compose myself now. It's been a few hours, so let that sink in. I've talked to my doctor. She's gone over everything. She talked to another doctor just to get a second opinion. And what they are recommending now, if we want to do another transfer, is that I do a natural cycle. And I'm smiling because I have asked about this several times, and now this is what is coming full circle back to a natural cycle, which I have. It was kind of what I originally wanted to do, and I got talked out of it. So if you ever feel like in your heart you want to do something, then stick with what you want to do and do what you want. And the only reason that a natural cycle always stuck with me is because I have a very, very natural cycle. Like, my normal cycle is very normal. It is always like 29 days long. I always ovulate at the same time. I know my cycle. And a natural cycle is more similar to the fresh transfer that we did. So obviously our fresh transfer was not a natural cycle. But I didn't have to do the estrogen and progesterone and oil shots like I've been doing. Instead, I did progesterone suppositories and estrase patches. So it was just a totally different experience, totally different protocol. So with the natural cycle, basically I wouldn't be on any meds at all. Literally nothing. The only thing I would do, so they would monitor me with lining checks, and they would watch for my follicle to grow. And when it looked like my follicle had reached the point of them being released, which would be ovulation, I would do a trigger shot, which is like when you go through an egg retrieval. And so I would trigger, and then exactly 48 hours later, we would do our transfer. So it would be completely different. I would probably end up going in for 3-ish ultrasounds and blood work. And then the other thing she would have me do, so instead of then going on progesterone or estrogen after I trigger, I would do small injections of HCG, which is the pregnancy hormone, which is what shows up when you take a pregnancy test. So that would drive me a little crazy because I literally would not be able to test throughout my entire 2-week wait. I would be able to, but I would get a positive whether I was pregnant or not, just because I'd be injecting the pregnancy hormone HCG into my system. So that's a little interesting. But the reason they would do that is because it would basically tell my body to then continue to naturally produce HCG. It would mimic that I'm pregnant, and my body would then just naturally produce progesterone and estrogen, and HCG is ultimately the goal. So obviously I'm going to talk this over with my husband, and we definitely won't be like transferring next month or anything crazy like that. We actually have a trip to Disney planned in October. And the last time we went to Disney, if you've been following along, we transferred the week before we went to Disney, and I had to bring all my meds with me, and it wasn't very fun. So we're definitely not going to transfer before October. And so yeah, that's where we're at. I wanted to just fill you guys in on that, let you know all the details, and it's gonna take some time for me to recover from this one. Obviously, it's still the day of me finding out. I haven't even gone past the point of not taking my meds yet, so AF hasn't even arrived. So I'm sure that's gonna be fun once it does arrive, because I'm gonna be miscarrying, so that'll be fun, right? Deep breaths. All right, well, that's that. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you will subscribe so you can find out what we do plan on doing and join us on this journey to still trying to conceive baby number 2. I mean, at what point is like enough? I mean, I'm not ready to throw in the towel yet, but at some point enough is enough. Like, I'm gonna have to pull together all of my strength to go through this again. Guys, it's brutal. It's bad. All right, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.